Hi, my name is Sherry. I've never done a video like this before, but I just kind of felt like it's what God wanted me to do today. So it's just a walk and talk kind of thing, where I'm just going to say whatever. And the reason? I feel like we live in a world that's so lacking connection, real connection, and social media is one of the worst things. So I just want to be different. And so this video is for anybody who is just looking for somebody to maybe talk to and listen to. Today is my birthday. And it's a mandatory day off at Vincennes University where I work because it's their spring break. It's been spring break all week, but for some reason today's the mandatory day off. I'm okay with it. It's Friday the 13th, which is hysterical. When I was 7, my parents took me to see Friday the 13th. I watched it out the back of the pickup. They thought it would be fun for me. It was absolutely horrible. But it's a memory now that I can laugh at. It's the anniversary date of when we all had to leave school because of COVID in 2020. It's an interesting day. And I'm just going for a walk here in Vincennes, down by the river. They really need to clean that wall. But otherwise, it's really lovely here. And for the most part, they really do take good care of stuff around here. They care. The best part about Vincennes is how calm and tranquil it is. But it's not like there aren't people here. There are actually quite a few. And in certain areas, and certain times of day, there's a lot. But the really cool thing about that is not just the number of people, but like there's an overall spirit of kindness here. That can be really lacking in other towns. Like Terre Haute, and I try really hard not to talk negatively about Terre Haute, but I'm going to be honest, I hated Terre Haute for the most part. Like some wonderful things happened when I was there. I had my son, and he's turned out to be this amazing person his entire life. Accepted Christ when he was 4, and he's just turned into this amazing young man. Dropped him off at work this morning, and now just taking a little walk. Terre Haute's also where I met the love of my life. And I don't mean the man I married, because he was definitely not that. But I've come to find that God's standards and some of these things are a lot different than ours. And sometimes the things we think are right are actually really wrong. And things we think might be wrong can be so right. It's really cold out here. I'm not a fan of winter, so it's funny that I have a winter birthday. Even though it's right at the end of winter. A week from today it'll be spring. I can't wait. The only thing better is summer. It's funny that I wound up in Vincennes because actually my plan when I left Terre Haute was to go live in Florida. Now don't ask me how I thought I was going to make that work. Maybe I would have lived with my aunt for a while. She has a beach house and I could have helped her and she could have given me a place to stay temporarily, but as I was out one night walking around in Terre Haute, talking about that with God, he brought Vincennes to mind. And I just thought it was because it would be affordable. Turns out there were a lot of reasons for me to come here, and I've never been happier. When you get divorced, or you leave a church, or a job, a lot of people will say you lack commitment, you're not loyal. And I find that really funny, because I'm just about the most loyal person in the world. But it's got to be the right thing. My loyalty above all else is to God. And I do the things He wants me to do. I find that doesn't always sit right with people. And a lot of people want you to be what they want you to be. They want you to stay in your box. And I don't do that anymore. I don't let religious people tell me how to live. And I know some of them are very well-meaning, some aren't. But I just listen to God. I read the Bible, but I don't worship it. Too many people put that ahead of God. They'd rather know what the Bible says than what God says. And believe it or not, sometimes they aren't the same. I don't know. I don't claim to have a tremendous amount of wisdom or anything, but I am so free. And there's no substitute for that. There's nothing like it. I wouldn't trade what I am now, where I am now, for what I had before. Not in a million years. I've given up a lot, I've been through a lot, and I won't bore you with the details, because they don't matter. But I'm just so grateful on this day to be where I am now. And to just know that I'm living a life without regret. I haven't left anything unsaid or undone. And although I'm not telling my complete truth, because there are other people involved and affected, not just me, I'm not afraid to do it either. In fact, I'm not afraid of anything or anyone. It's a weird place to be. But I found this bravery and this fight within me that I didn't know existed. It's the same bravery and fight that pushes me through on workouts that get increasingly more intense. 90 minutes, 3 days a week. I'm really faithful about it. It's really good for me. And yesterday I busted my butt, so today I get a day off from that too. I've had a cough since January 19th. Got it from one of my students who was sitting next to me, hacking all over the place. I knew it was going to happen. I didn't expect it to be this long. I'm really looking forward to that being done, because I feel like I'm out of breath all the time. And that's not normal. I just love incense. It's not that it's fancy, but it's charming. There's a lot here. And pictures don't do it justice, and video doesn't do it justice. Definitely the best job I've ever had at VU. They treat you like a contributing member of a team, which is foreign to me. But I'll take it. Yesterday I had a conversation between 10 and 15 minutes, one-on-one, with one of the deans. And we were just talking about life. Now we're on a first-name basis. It's that easy around here. People just accept you for who you are. And at the same time, they don't get into your business. They don't stop talking when you approach. Whatever they're talking about, generally keep talking. And you just feel like you can be yourself here. And I've discovered one of the lessons that God has really drilled into me lately is that authenticity and freedom go hand in hand. You can't be real if you're not free, and you can't be free if you're not real. They just fit together. And there are two things that I've always prayed that God would create in me. One, that He would make me a person of deep and genuine love. And secondly, that whatever I am, good, bad, or very ugly, that I'd be real. And I've seen a lot and I've done a lot. But today I just want to say thank you. Not that I was abused for most of my life by one person or another, but that I came through it. I'm not really showing you anything too fancy. I'm just walking and kind of letting the phone camera go where it wants. Because I didn't want to put my face all over the video. I'm not real big on that. I use selfies sometimes, but usually it's to communicate with people that I care about. In truth, I don't really care much for social media. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for God's prompting. I try to be obedient to Him almost all the time. And I try not to speak for Him. We got far too many experts in the world who think they know everything. Usually they're the ones telling you how to live. Do this, don't do that. Think this, don't think that. Go here, don't go there. And if I'd listened to them, I'd be married to a man who didn't love me, in a town that didn't want or understand me. I might be dead. Because that's where I think it leads eventually. And that's really what I was waiting for. Like I've told people before, the ones that want to know, I never would have killed myself. But there was definitely a point in my life where I was passively suicidal. Like I wasn't setting out to make it happen. But I wasn't fighting it. I wasn't doing anything to stop it. Just moving forward, day by day, surviving. And now I don't feel like that. For the first time in my life, I'm really living. And there's just no way to be grateful enough for that. And there are people in my life that I dearly love. And some of them love me back. I have wonderful friends that maybe they're just a few, but they're real friends. You want to know who your real friends are? Get divorced. The ones that stand by you, the ones that help you. And I'll go ahead and say, I had some people in Terre Haute during that time who were really great to me. And my family in Iowa, very supportive. But I definitely had those who turned on me as well. I love the police trucks around here. They're so cool looking. I don't know if you saw that. I don't know if the phone was pointed in the right direction. But it's cool. I don't really know where I'm walking. I'm just sort of walking. It's not exactly a fancy scenic part of the place, but I really like the other side of the river, down by the VU section. Really pretty down there. Could have started there, but just didn't feel it. I had my coffee this morning and a bagel, and there was like a little brown stick, a little plastic stick inside the wrapping. I had no idea what that was. I thought it was funny. And then I'd been looking for my glasses for like, I don't know, a month or two. I found them this morning. And I'm one of those people, like, if it's not in point A or point B, somebody stole it. So I found it in the pocket of my recliner where I sit at night sometimes. And the only thing I can think is I had one of those long, exhausting days. And at the end of the day, I didn't make it to the bed and just put the glasses in the pocket and passed out. That's what happened. That's a noisy one. Getting ready to teach a new class soon for certified nursing assistants. Been preparing for that all week. And it's been a lot of work, a lot of extra work, but really fun. And I have such a great team of professionals that I'm working with.